Hello, family. This is your friend Kenesha, and welcome to another episode of Transformation Tuesday. Remember that our word transform means to make a thorough or dramatic change in form, character, and appearance. And then we look at the word transform and we break it down to trans and form. Trans, our acronym, is taking real people and navigating towards success. And form is forcing ourselves into radical metamorphosis or focusing on the right mindset. And so last Tuesday we talked about be who you say you are. And then our key word was authenticity. And authenticity is the state of being authentic, or essentially what you say you are and what you value, your actions actually live those things out. That's what it was about. So then that brought me to this notion of character and integrity. Remember, we've been learning it's an inside job. So for today, I want to explore the word guardrails. And basically, guardrails, they are pillars or a fence that's on the left and right side of the road. And the intent of a guardrail or guardrails is to ensure that a vehicle does not veer off of the road. And if it does, it's going to lessen the damage. So how can we apply that to us? So I also looked up and researched this notion of guardrails in business. And it said this, and I'll read it to you. It said, a guardrail in business, this notion means tools, it is a tool to ensure alignment with the organization's goals and objectives. And then it says the power of guardrails lays in the fact that they shape decisions by defining boundaries. So can we benefit, remember, as we're transforming ourselves, can we benefit by having guardrails? So our thought today is put guardrails around your character. We'll be coming from this book, again, Developing the Leader Within You 2.0 by my mentor, Dr. John C. Maxwell. And let's see what it talks about with this notion of character and guardrails. It says character is not about intelligence, it's about making right choices. To increase your character quotient, or CQ, we have to practice self-management. One of the best ways to help ourselves to do that is to establish character guardrails for ourselves to keep us from going off course. How important that is. Then it says, when it comes to character, I believe the best guardrails are the decisions you make before you face high pressure situations. It's easier to manage yourself if you've already made the tough decisions related to your values. It's impossible to maintain good character when you don't know what you value. And so when I'm thinking of how does that apply directly now to us? So in doing some research and looking at an article, it gave some tenets of how you can guardrail your life and your character. So I want to read that and then I'll give you some examples for it. So it says, guardrails define a range of acceptable behavior. So for me, cultivating my internal character and my moral life means more to me than anything else. That's my number one priority in my life, to be a person of transformation. So some specifics with that is every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. and every Sunday morning at 10:30, I set those times aside. They are designated times every single week in my life so I can manage, right? Those beliefs, my number one priority. So those are my guardrails, Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings. What do I do during those times? For me, it's going to church. And it's hearing the word of God, because for me, again, you don't have to be religious or a believer. I wish that you were, but you don't have to be to set guardrails. So I'm just giving you a personal example. The second one is guardrails to speed up decision making. So I can tell you right now, my decision making, when it comes to Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings, it's easy. When people come to me with things to do, with projects and ideas, if it's going to run into Wednesdays at 7 and Sundays at 10:30, I don't do them. So I can quickly decide, because that's a guardrail in my life. One last strategy. It says guardrails reduce risk. So because I've protected those times and I can make those decisions quickly, I don't have really risky behaviors because I've set guardrails. So I'm going to leave you with this question. How can you select the right guardrails for your life in order to protect your character. Hey, this is your friend Kenesha signing off. Have a wonderful and awesome week.